today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, you read the title right. Was I wrong about Bitcoin? With my prediction of the bottom being at 28,800 approximately here when it comes to the weekly closes, was I wrong about it? Are we actually now going to go lower? Are all the bears right? And do I have to admit in this video that I was wrong? What about my 450,000 US dollar trade on Bitcoin? Is it going to get wrecked or not? What are my price targets? I am going to keep it real in this video. No ego, no nothing. I want to talk about exactly what's happening right now, what can we expect for Bitcoin right now, and what are the price targets right now in the immediate short term. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for, as always, clicking this video, watching this video, liking this video, sharing this video. I truly appreciate every single one of you. You are a force for good if you are engaging with this video. Regardless, you are a force for good. But if you are helping me on my purpose here, actually reaching the whole world with my content. Thank you so much for that. Let's talk about the price targets. Let's talk about what is happening here. And this is actually my previous prediction. The question is, was I wrong? There is this one chart which I want to show you. It's not the one which I just pointed out here. One chart which I want to show you, which is most probably laying down what is happening to Bitcoin in the next few weeks. I want to talk about that. This is a very special video. This is not a video which is easy to make, but it's a video which is necessary. It is a video which I have to talk about. So now let's talk about that. Let's get 10,000 likes on that video. I would truly appreciate it, guys. Let's talk about the Bitcoin price. And yes, I am going to talk about my trade, which is still in a profit, right? So if the answer is I was wrong, it's not too late. I can close this trade and still take a $30,000 profit, 65% profit back home, right? Well, not that easy, not that easy. Let's talk about the Bitcoin price. So this is the previous chart I was talking about. This is my previous prediction, right? And I'm not saying I'm deviating from that, as I mean, let's go into it. So far, it's perfectly holding, right? But at least I want to come out here and talk with you about this one scenario on the horizon before it's too late, right? I don't want to have my ego. Yeah, I was right. This is my prediction. We are holding it. I want to provide you always with the perfect game plan. So no matter what happens, you can be right. So my prediction was triple bottom, holding this line on the weekly closes. And yes, we are doing so. We are holding the weekly close, 28,800 as my weekly close, worst case prediction, as I was mentioning it earlier. And yes, this is also what was happening here in the previous cycle. And I predicted this not as in the necessary scenario, but as my worst case scenario. So far, so good. Let's talk about this chart, right? And I talked about this also earlier. I have some new findings here. Of course, this one here is predicting an approximate bottom of 21,700. Sad enough, it is in perfect confluence with the 200-week moving average, which was earlier perfectly actually predicting the previous lows for Bitcoin in 2018, 2019, and of course in basically every single cycle before. Geez, this guy, he's so loud. I'm recording a YouTube video. No, I'm joking. Let's talk about Let's talk about the Bitcoin price. So, according to that, 21,700. Well, let me pull out something else. And this is something, myself included, no one is talking about, but of course I want to change this, right? I want to talk about it right now. The RSI, but not any RSI, the RSI on the weekly. And here let's make an experiment. Let me show you something. This indicator actually perfectly predicts every single Bitcoin bottom. We are not seeing the price right now. We are only looking at the RSI, at the weekly RSI. And the weekly RSI, dear ladies and gentlemen, it's the relative strength index, and it is showing us whenever Bitcoin is overbought and whenever Bitcoin is oversold. And like clockwork, you could have looked at it in the past and bought every single value on the RSI below 32 approximately and sold every value on the RSI above 80. And you would have perfectly outperformed the market. You would have bought low, you would have sold high. It's very easy to say right now, but when greed kicks in, it's hard to sell. When fear kicks in, like right now, it's hard to buy. So what does it mean? Let's exclude the price and let's just see what is predicting this by completely excluding the price, by not looking at the price. Because only then we can make sure we are not biased here using this indicator. So now, let's see. We have here December 2014 a low, we have December 2018 a low, we have here a low, February 2020, March 2020, we have right now a low, we won't know that, this is like basically today, and we had earlier a low, like in October 2011. So this, let's just guess, probably the bear market lows. Let's make a range to include every single one of these beautiful lows here. Let's make this range. And now, let's do something else. Let's actually pull up a vertical line every single time we are hitting this low. Boom, right here. Right here. Let's take also the beautiful December 2018. Let's take the March 2020. And let's also take the present moment of now. And now let's see what this is giving us. Let's see what this is actually providing in terms of predictability here for Bitcoin lows. And if we are pulling it out here, you can see, wow, whenever we went into this specific area, Bitcoin was actually forming the bottom. 1, the next vertical line, 2, bottom, bear market bottom, October 2018, bear market bottom, and right now, potential bear market bottom. But here, dear ladies and gentlemen, I want to be very, very clear. This is the weekly RSI. So we could still dump down within this week. It has many more days. Also, this is a range. So we could still 1 or 2 weeks go even a little bit lower. One thing is for sure, if you are zooming out, dear ladies and gentlemen, and blindly using this indicator on the RSI, we are right now in a zone which we are hitting basically on average every 4 years, which is providing us with an incredible buying opportunity, completely regardless of whether we are going to dump another week, another 2 weeks, regardless of whether I was right or wrong. I mean, if I was right, perfectly called the bottom. If I was wrong, I was still giving you a beautiful buying opportunity at 28,800 US dollars. Who cares in a few months, in a year, in 2 years, when Bitcoin is at 2, 3, 400,000 US dollars, whether you bought at 28, whether you bought at 24,500, whether you bought at 21,700, which is the price the 200-week moving average is predicting. This, dear ladies and gentlemen, is the secret to success for long-term investing. This, dear ladies and gentlemen, is the secret to outperforming the market. Right now, we are going into a buying area. Right now, we are actually in a zone which you've been waiting for. And now that it's here, please, guys, show some balls. Show some courage. And don't get scared, like all the weekends in the markets. Fear and Greed Index at 8 yesterday. That's the lowest we have seen. And another thing, I mean, let me show you this. Just right now, the NFTs, the search volume was going down for the first time since ages. The Bitcoin volume is higher again. I mean, that's, at least for you as a Bitcoin holder, some good news. Let me know what you think about that. And yes, this trade is open. If my prediction eventually turns out to be wrong, I'm gonna get wiped out here. That's fine. I'm gonna open a new limit long at 9x. And if this one gets wiped out, I'm gonna open a new one. Bitcoin has an absolutely beautiful risk-return rate. And once you catch the bottom with the legendary trade and you keep it open for a few months, own research, trade at your own risk, but that can be a beautiful once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And that is exactly what I'm trying to catch here. If you're an experienced trader as well, go down below, trade carefully, with much love, trade at your own risk, based upon your own research. But if you want to do that, pin comment down below. If you click this specific link here, you get a 4,100 US dollar bonus, and actually in total a 10,000 US dollar bonus for free by going into the pinned comment, clicking the link, making your own account as an experienced trader, and after your initial deposit, you get this bonus for free. So if you're not signed up there yet, go down below, pinned comment, click the link, make your own account. Thank you so much for watching. This was a special episode. I told you so. And we are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.